I'd now like to show you how to use the Relief Clip Art library and then use some 3D machining to actually produce this part. So I'm going to select Relief Clip Art library. I'm already in my signs library, so I'm just going to use this Celtic sign here. As you can see, I'll just zoom out. This is quite large, so I'm just going to press Shift and Alt and then just scale it down. This will keep it in perspective. Just scale it down to there and then just press F9 to center it and then click Add and Paste. I can now close this dialog box and also close my Relief Clip Art library. If I now go onto my 3D view, there you can see I have my sign in place. So I'm going to select toolpaths and I'm going to select here under 3D toolpaths, create machine relief toolpath. And this opens up a new dialog box which I'm going to tab onto the right hand side. And the area to machine, instead of the whole relief, because I don't want it to machine all of this flat face as I want to cut this part out afterwards, I'm going to click selected vectors and I'm going to toggle my vector visibility on. Here you can see I have the vector for the outside shape and I'm going to just select that. I want it to machine inside the vector. The finishing options, I'm going to use a 1.5mm ball nose cutter, and the roughing options, I'm just going to blast away most of the material using a 16mm end mill, and then just click Calculate Now. So there we have the toolpaths for this particular part. I could also use different strategies. The raster that we're using here is based on the Power Mill toolpaths. Here we have Raster Classic, which is the ArtCAM old raster toolpath strategy, and we have Raster X and Y. What this does, it creates a toolpath going one direction and then 90 degrees to that. So I'll just close this dialog box down here and I'm just going to simulate this toolpath just so you can see what it looks like. There it's doing the roughing toolpath and now it's creating the finishing toolpath. And there you can see our finished part. Finally, I'm just going to cut this piece out. So I'll still have my outside vector selected. The finished depth is automatically the material thickness, which is 25mm, and the profiling tool, I'm just going to use the same 16mm end mill and then click Calculate Now. I close that, and if I open up my toolpath tree, I can just right click on profile and then just simulate this particular toolpath. So let's cut that out, and that's our final piece.